Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome to the channel and thank you as always for allowing me to be part of your day. I truthfully, honestly appreciate you guys. I've had some cash apps. I forgot to mention them. I'm so sorry. I appreciate the cash apps. They help me get through the month, to be honest with you. And they're appreciated. I honestly appreciate it. And you guys have also done PayPals and the likes, subscribes, the memberships, everything. It's so appreciated and so thankful and honestly appreciated. And those guys, you know, the way that I can give back is the best that I can. We're having a Friendsgiving for those that might not have anybody to spend Thanksgiving with, or maybe don't want to leave your house. Maybe you just want peace and quiet. Maybe this is your first Thanksgiving where maybe there was a loss or something and you're just not ready to be festive and you don't want to have to put on a face. Come and join us at Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddy One Skip on Thanksgiving Day, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till about 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So even if you have a place to go and you're cooking or something, you can still be part of the community. It's going to be an open panel. So you guys are more than welcome to jump on and say what you're thankful for. You know, anyway, all I ask is that you bring your own food and clean up after yourselves. And if you do make something and you do come on the panel, show it. I'm going to show what I'm doing, what I'm going to eat. So, yeah. Guys, the cruise ships, what the hell? What the hell is going on? I mean, Netflix, was it Netflix that had the Amy Bradley, which made us question, and I think Amy Bradley is the woman Jazz, just on record. That's who I think she is. And I think, unfortunately, that she's probably had children in the lifestyle that she was trafficked into, and she can't leave. That's my feeling about it. That's how they would be keeping her. Because what do they want with a 50 something year old woman? Are they gonna really like that's not anyway? But there are things that happen in international waters that give you, first of all, on a cruise ship, you get a false sense of safety, clearly. Clearly, from what I'm about to show you and what we've heard and what we've seen over the past several years. And then for the criminal, there are international waters, there's a bunch of red tape. Maybe they're going to walk away from the situation because that's happened too. It's hard with a cruise ship when people are coming and going. That is a huge crime scene. So Anna Kepner, who was just 18 years old, we found out uh, died from asphyxiation with a bar hold, right? So that's where somebody puts their whole arm or a rod or a bar or something and they put it across you and that's it. So your eyes are going to pop out. I'm not trying to be gross, but a 16-year-old is suspect in this. A 16-year-old stepbrother who was, I mean, obsessed with this girl. Apparently, that's what we were told by her ex-boyfriend, who was just a young guy himself, but who had seen the stepbrother get physically on top of Anna, a 16-year-old stepbrother. So this had to have been going on in the house. And this is where I think the parents fail. They are so interested in moving forward with their life that they forget about the peripherals and things that are such that they need to pay attention to. A child shouldn't be a peripheral. Apparently, this man's been married twice after Anna's mom, and the stepmom, Anna's stepmom, has been married once before. They're fighting. Her and her ex-husband are fighting over custody of a 9-year-old and a 16-year-old. She's probably saying at this point you could keep the 16-year-old and take him out of the country because he's nothing but trouble. So, guys, somebody's going to have to address this situation, obviously, with Anna Kepner, and the adults are going to have to take some responsibility because this behavior wasn't just found. I guarantee you, it wasn't just found last week. It wasn't just found 2 weeks ago. It was behavior that has been continual behavior. continual behavior. So it's not a good look. It's certainly not the way to end a cruise. An 18-year-old child who's just become an adult, and their life is taken. And it's inappropriate. First of all, how do you put two teenagers of different sex in the room? Like, you can't do that at home. You have to have a separate home. I mean, a separate bedroom for one sex and a separate bedroom for another sex. CPS says that. So why would you take that onto a cruise ship in international waters, add alcohol to it, which apparently the son was drinking, the 16-year-old, even though 21 is what it says. So there's a bunch of things we still we don't know the answers to, but we do know that the 16-year-old is suspect according to his mom. But let's listen to some other things that have happened on cruise ships. That it is it a safe place? I've been on cruises. I love cruises, but is it a safe place? And I'm not talking about those wonky donkey cruises or the world's worst cruise, or I'm talking about, respectable cruise lines that are being held. Something's going on here. This People are falling under the guise of international waters, or, just trying to dump somebody overboard. The crime scene is done. It's over with. Kind of like what they're trying to say about, Amy Bradley, which I don't agree with. And this guy might not have been able to take her. The stepbrother might not, if he's the one that did it, might not have been able to pick her up and throw her out off the boat. He stuffed her like she would never be found. Like, it's unbelievable. And why somebody had to go out like that, unbelievable. And yeah, I'm sorry, the parents, yes. But let's listen to some of this stuff that's going on.
In some disturbing cruise news, a Carnival passenger, Jason Miller, was arrested in Miami after disembarking a 6-day cruise on the Carnival Horizon. During a secondary screening, Miller voluntarily unlocked his phone.
Okay, so during a secondary screening, this guy was, wait till you find out who he was on the cruise with.
Authorities discovered a hidden folder with over 40 illegal images. Shockingly, he was traveling with his pregnant wife and 8 adopted children at the time. Miller has been charged with possession and transportation of images under 18.
Did you see how many adopted children? This is not good. It's come on, man. And who knows what he was going to do with those kids in international waters. That's the problem here.
He could face 30 years in federal prison. What do you think?
I think he's right. So
an 18-year-old Royal Caribbean passenger, Michael White, along with at least one other person, have been arrested and charged with felony assault for attacking a passenger.
Think about this. You're in a floating city. You ain't going anywhere. There's cameras everywhere. These two idiots attack a passenger on an elevator. Like, they're not going to get caught.
In an elevator. Michael and his friends got upset as a passenger asked them to stop jumping up and down in the elevator, making it sway.
Right? Fair enough. I mean, these are grown people jumping up and down in an elevator. I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. I'd be like, man, can you just wait till I get off and then, jump, play anyway?
They blocked the passenger from leaving the elevator, and as he tried to push his way through, they punched him in the face and started kicking him. The passenger said he blacked out and woke up in a pool of his own blood. Michael has been released on a $5,000 bond, and there's no word on the passenger's condition. Subscribe for more cruise.
Is that not something? Tell me that that's not some bullshit going on here. People just behaving any which way they want to behave. And who is a security officer on a cruise ship? What are the credentials that they go through?
News and tips and tricks.
18-year-old Anna Kepner. Every passenger on that floating crime scene is gone. But she went under there, had a heart attack, or committed suicide, and then covered herself up with a blanket.
So that was the first thing before they found out anything. Supposedly, some of the stuff that comes out of the media is just absolutely atrocious when it comes to things as far out. Since we found out more about what happened with Anna. And so her grandparents, I guess, have made a statement not long ago from to ABC News, and they were talking about, okay, family of 18-year-old who died on cruise ship speaks out as stepbrother is named suspect. What started as a dream vacation soon thrust a tight-knit blended family, clearly not tight-knit blended. They weren't tight-knit, they were blended, into shock and anguish when one of their own, a beloved teenage girl, was discovered dead on a cruise ship earlier this month. Even more baffling and heartbreaking, her grandparents said in an interview with ABC News, the person authorities told the family suspected of Anna Kepner's death, her stepbrother. We were all having a great time, grandmother Barbara Kepner recalled on the trip. I couldn't fathom why anyone would want to hurt my baby. I guess they were on the trip too. Her grandparents said 18-year-old Anna had her whole life ahead of her. She was an independent and mighty young woman set to graduate high school in May and aspiring to join in the Navy. Right? So we knew that. The Kepners said those hopes came to a screeching halt when Anna's body was found aboard the Carnival Horizon, where she and 8 other family members were on holiday. The cause of death has not been announced by authorities, but the Kepner family has said, yeah, there was a cause of death, possibly caused by it's asphyxiation. Anna apparently died from asphyxiation, possibly caused by a bar hold on an arm across the neck. We were looking forward to seeing her grow. You guys had to have sensed the tension with this girl who felt uncomfortable with the stepbrother. The cruise itself wasn't what made me excited. It was the fact that I was going to spend time another week with my youngest son and his family and all the grandkids. Now, absolutely horrible. The FBI on Sunday continued to decline to comment on the situation. The Kepners, their son, his 3 children, including Anna, his new wife, and her children from a previous marriage. They were only married for about a year. They didn't even know each other that long. Took the trip together. It was to be a new tradition they were looking forward to keeping. So this is a bunch of bullshit. I'm not going to continue reading it because it's not true. The family wasn't close. The family had just basically known each other after a year, which you don't know each other. You bring somebody into your home, you expect everybody to get along because this is the wife you want. You've got to start putting children first and make careful decisions, especially when it comes to teenage and young children. You get to stay on the back burner until they're about 18 years old. Now, she was 18 years old, but why would you put her in a room with a 16-year-old boy when there's no doubt in my mind that there's been problems in this family before? This did not come out of the blue. She has been uncomfortable. She has stated she has been uncomfortable. They had to have sensed that and just you'll figure it out. You'll work it out. No therapy, no nothing to blend this family together. Just wishful thinking. Well, look at what happened. Guys, tell me what you think. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip. This is a hell of an issue. We'll stay on this, and tell me if you want me to continue talking about things like blended families and how things like that happen, and the breakup of relationships and how some people just want to come first and fuck their kids. Basically, to hell with their kids, they'll figure it out. That's not the way things go. That's not a parent, in my opinion. That's somebody that wants to be a husband over and over and over again until they get it right. Very sad situation. The mother, the biological mother, who didn't even know her daughter died, right? I heard from another channel, ended up going to the funeral of her own daughter dressed in disguise. So that's pretty sad, right? But we don't know the situation. But we know that Anna Kepner is dead at 18 years old. That's what we know. Guys, be better today than you were yesterday, not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Take care, and I appreciate you. Thank you.